Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing flat iron curls or beach waves with a flat iron on thin, fine hair, short hair. If you're growing out your hair, you're trying to find a style that's going to suit you really nicely and that you can do really quickly, this is the video for you, so stay tuned. If you've watched my other tutorials, you know how I like to section the hair. Always start at the nape of the neck, and you want to create just a straight line right there. We're going to be kind of just bending that area. We're not going to be doing a full curl. The flat iron I use is Paul Mitchell Neuro. This is limited edition, but I will link one down below if you're looking for a good flat iron. Paul Mitchell's really good. This is 1 inch. How you want to do it is you want to do one side going that way and the other side going the other way. On the area down here, don't worry about it too much. No one's going to be able to see it. It's all going to blend in. This is going to be easier for me to do inside. So you want to start in the middle of the hair and then, whoa. So this is the thing about using flat irons is that you can end up getting really ringlety curls if you tighten it too much. If the curl gets too tight and too curly, just run the flat iron through it a couple of times and then tug on it. Just like give it a really strong tug because it's really hot. I have it on 360 degrees. I didn't want to do 450. That's way too hot. And my hair doesn't really feel very good right now. I do want to mention actually that if you have fine hair and you have a bit of a frizziness in your hair, Color Wow I've been using for a while, and I sprayed into my hair and then I quickly rough dry my hair without even using a brush, and my hair falls beautifully silky. It has a little bit of heat protection in it, so this might be a good option for you if you're looking for a good heat protection. So I'm gonna grab another chunk here. Don't grab a chunk that's like too thick. You want to grab enough for you to be able to work with it. And then you just want to like comb it through with your fingers, make sure it's flat. And this one, I'm going to go the other way. And we're just going to do a very quick bend. You see that? So it just bends a little bit, but it's still too poofy. I don't want the neck area to be too poofy. It's going to come out too far. You always want your curls to be facing down. So always take it down to the floor. Whenever you take your curl iron, you just want to push it down like this. Always push. Or pull down, sorry, but you are pushing with your curling iron or flat iron. Okay, so this looks good. So then now we're gonna come around this side. I'm gonna take the middle section and we're gonna do whichever one feels good to me. I don't really care which direction it goes in, as long as it has a little bit of a bend. I'm gonna twist it and then I'm gonna pull until it cools down. And push it down a little bit too so that it's like right at the neck, especially if you have a lot of hair at the top. Some of us have very little hair back here and a lot at the top. I have the opposite. I have a lot of hair in the back and very little at the top. So if you have the opposite and you have a lot of hair up here, when it comes down, it's gonna poof out too much and you're gonna get a triangle. So you need to make sure that the structure down here is nice and smooth and soft. I think I'm gonna do this one out. I don't know, just because I feel like it. So I only start in the middle of the hair and then quickly flip it and then pull it down. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next section. So you go right at the temples. Depends on how much density you have of hair. So if you have a lot of hair, you might want to go a little bit thinner so you have less hair to work with. I don't have a lot of hair, so I'm gonna go in the temples and then I'm gonna go around the round of the head until my fingers touch. And these clips are called Crocodile Clips. I'll link them below. I like to start right in the back. Ooh, that's a big section. I always do this. I always take like a massive section. I have quite a bit of hair back here, so I'm gonna actually divide this into two. So this is actually a really good section here. Take that middle section. So just run your fingers through so that's nice and clean. And then I'm gonna start in the middle of the hair and then flip my wrist. And pull down. So twist and then tug. Because of the way we angle our hands, we're gonna end up doing this, and that's gonna give us ringlety curls. So you might find that a lot of times when you do your flat iron curls, your hair might turn really, really tight curls. So the best way to do it is just to like pull on it. There you go. You have the perfect curl. Grab the hair that hasn't been curled and keep moving around the head. I'm gonna go from under, and I'm gonna bring it forward. So start in the middle, curl the middle, and then twist and pull. Then I'm just gonna run the flat iron again through it just to make sure that the curl is more of a wave than a curl. So I'm gonna split this in two because I can't get that whole section in one curl. It's not gonna look nice. I'm gonna take two sections. This one is gonna go away and then pull down. Ooh, look at how curly that looks. We don't want that. We wanna pull it while it's still hot. Run the flat iron through real quick, pull again, and you get a really cute curl there. Wave. This one I want to be away as well. Really quick, pull down. Ooh, this is great. Now we're gonna move on to the side. You basically just keep moving around the round of the head. I just really like flat iron curls because they last a long time. I'm gonna bring this, just because it's easier for my wrists, I'm gonna bring this forward, twist and tug, and run it through so it's still nice and hot, and just pull on it. The back is always the hardest to do, but this would be so much harder when you use a wand or you use a curling iron. I do have a video on how to do curls with a curling iron, and I do love my curling iron curls. Like, they're so beautiful. They just take a little bit longer and they can be a little bit tedious. Since this one was forward, this one's gonna come back, so I'm gonna twist my hand this way so I'm able to close it and then turn this way. So that one came out really tight. Again, same thing, pull it down. Oh, I don't like that. And try again. So just run your fingers through, make sure it's flat. And then I'm gonna do something, give it a bend, and then pull it down. Instead of out, you wanna try and pull it down as much as you can without losing the hair. That's better. If you're gonna put your hair behind your ear, it's gonna poof out a ton. So you just wanna keep it nice and flat there. And you want all the volume on the top, right? So you don't want volume around your ears or on the sides here. That's not good volume. You always want these to be nice and flat. So this one is away from the face. I'm actually gonna do this from the top. Not everyone's gonna be able to do this, but give it a shot and then pull down like this. Ooh, that looks great. And I don't like it to be too polished. So again, I'm gonna be pulling on it. So you see, I just moved really quickly. I pushed the flat iron down towards the floor, always down. This is great, so you can leave that, and then we're gonna brush it out once it's all nice and cool. I'm gonna take this piece, take it away like that. And now I'm just gonna do random curls. Like, I'm not gonna overthink it too much. Have fun with it. Just think of the final look that you wanna create. Find that whenever you try to create perfection with things like this, it just never works. So I'm doing the opposite direction on this one. See, even 360 degrees is really hot. I just don't recommend that you use 450 at all. Unless you have really coarse, really frizzy hair and you've tried 360 and it hasn't worked for you, then you wanna move into like the hotter temperatures. But if you have fine hair, please don't do 450, you're killing your hair. See, that's another thing is if you're gonna go over some of these strands a couple times and you have it on 450, you're gonna destroy your hair. So another advantage of having the heat on a lower temperature, is that you're not gonna be damaging your hair. Okay, this one also away from the face, out. Always take vertical sections, not horizontal. I think this one's not really working so well because it's horizontal. I don't know how I ended up with a horizontal piece. Just trying to like really give it a bend in the middle there and then pull the ends. And this one I'm gonna do from the top. Okay, this one hopefully we're gonna get to away from the face and pull, and make sure you move your head if you have to. Run the flat iron again through it. Just gonna push it down because I don't want it to poof out too much. All right, next section. We're gonna go on top, like right where the recession line is. It's not really a recession line, but it's like this little curve here. And then you want to section out your horseshoe section. So this is called the horseshoe section. Grab your hairs and then do whatever curl you want. I'm gonna do this one going out like this, just because I want to, whatever is easier for you. These pieces are gonna be a lot longer than the bottom, so they're gonna be a lot easier to work with. You can do big sections or you can do little sections. If you're gonna do thicker sections like this, just make sure you run the flat iron through a little bit slower, just so that all the hairs in there get all of the heat. Then get all the way to the ends. Run the flat iron once through, go to the end, and pull and tug. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be wearing this hair for the next like week. Okay, next one is away from the face. So remember how I said that you can alternate them and that's how you get beach waves? You can also really just do the same as long as it goes with the kind of the structure of your hair and the hair growth pattern. And just pull, tug, tug, tug. Oh my God, so much new hair. This is insane. So I've been taking a lot of collagen. Oh my God, I did not notice this. And I've only been on it for like almost a month. I started January 1st. Woo, this is really ringlety. That's not what we want. We're gonna go down. Oh, there we go. The hair just comes together in the end, and if there's any curls that are sticking out for whatever reason, you can always fix them. I'm gonna bring forward. See, the most important thing is that you really create little ribbons in the hair and you place the curl exactly where you want it to sit. And then last piece up here. I just love how fast this is. It's much faster when I don't have a camera staring at me. Yeah, away from the face. All right, last section. This is so fun. I'm gonna start in the back and then work my way forward. This one is gonna be away, just because I know that this is the crown for me where it splits, the hair splits, and if I do it forward, all my hair already grows forward. So I'm gonna try and push it back. And I go right at the root for this one. And then run the flat iron through the end. All of these pieces are gonna be away. Next one, always vertical sections. Oh, I should have really kept my curtain bangs till the end, but it's okay. Now we're moving on to this part. So I've twisted my hand this way so that I can pull it that way. Always good to get it right from the first try and not have to go through the hair a million times. Go freely from under. Woo! If you want to keep it flat at the root, just push it down. Or just don't go with the root if you have really soft hair. But see, my hair got damaged, and so I have all these nasty frizzies that bug me, and I really have to go in and smooth them down. All right, last one. Just gonna do all of this in one piece. Oh, that looks really good. Okay, I'm just gonna run this through the end. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it a second to cool, and then we're gonna use this comb and we're gonna brush it all out. I promise it's faster and easier when you do it yourself. Especially if you're sitting on the floor and you're in front of a big mirror. There it is. Here are my beach waves. Look at how much volume we get too. It's gonna look really cute the next day. This is it. The technique is the same if you have long hair or medium hair or shorter hair even. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below and make sure you hit the subscribe button and a thumbs up because it really helps with growing this channel and helping other people to find me. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.